Hello. Good evening. Good afternoon. No, evening. It's 7 o'clock here. 7:20. What's up, B Token? We're back. Ranking more driving games. Oh, let me get back to here. We're back. Ranking more driving games. If you recognize that tune that I just played, you'll know exactly what our first game is going to be. I had not thought about this game ever, actually. I actually over the weekend, or actually not weekend, throughout the week, started watching old Digital Foundry videos, and one of them was a retrospective of the Gran Turismo series up to 4. And one of the games that he talked about really caught my attention, for it being like I don't know if it was a launch game, but it was a really, really early PlayStation 2 game, primarily because of who published it. I always thought The Bouncer was Square's first PS2 game, but it wasn't. Instead, Square published a Gran Turismo-esque driving game on the PS2 around the time that it came out. And that game is a little title called Driving Emotion Type S. I played a few minutes of this last night to make sure that it worked. I'm glad I did because this game defaults to D-pad, and I couldn't get my analog button to work, so I had to remap it. So yeah, Driving Emotion Type S by Square and Escape. I'm not entirely familiar with Escape. Make sure volume levels are good. So yeah, this is a Gran Turismo-esque driving game. Realistic cars, trying to go for high fidelity, realistic visuals. And what caught my attention was the soundtrack. This game's soundtrack, I have to look at the guy's name, I apologize. Oh my god, but I was like, oh wow, this sounds amazing. Who did this? This is by a guy named Shinji Hosu. He did the music for Ridge Racer, among many, many other games. Here's a bit of his pedigree. Final Lap, Dirt Fox, Galaxian 3, Cyber Sled, Ridge Racer 1 and 2, Tekken 2, Rave Racer, Dirt Dash, Bushido Blade. He did the Street Fighter EX games. The custom Robo soundtrack for pretty much all of them except for the DS one. Tetris the Grandmaster series. He's done a lot of amazing stuff, a lot of music that I've played on this channel and on this stream many, many times. So I was very stoked to hear this, and I'm like, oh, no wonder this sounds so good. It's by this guy who does all this music that I really like for these games I really like. We're gonna get into this. We're gonna do a quick arcade run, and then we'll get into the line mode, whatever the main mode. That's not arcade mode. There is some white noise with this game that I'm just now hearing. That is very strange. It is not mapping to my analog stick still, even after I remapped it. There we go. So from the start, this game puts you into a cockpit view, which, for when this game came out, very impressive. Well, you got like your hood cam, your chase cam. That's pretty much it. Other than those, this is fairly run-of-the-mill for a sim type racer, but the thing I heard the most about this game, other than the soundtrack, was its handling. So we're just gonna try to do a deeper dive into what they're kind of getting at. So far, so good. Slow down a bit more there. Is there a look behind me? Where this for Square was probably Rad Racer 2. Yeah, maybe. Oh, wait, what about fucking? Oh, I'm blanking. There's like that car PG game, Racing Lagoon. I need to add that because I think that just recently got a translation. They did that. What's up, Boogaloo Funk? Yeah, that felt fine. The main thing I've heard was just how weird and bad the handling was, but I really didn't have many issues with that. It felt pretty natural to me. Netlink Plus, nice. How much did you get it for it, or how much did you pay for it? To one new car, one new course. Oh shit. That's not bad. Type R, nice. Let me see what our. Okay, this is our new car. See what our new track is. I think that's the new track. Before we get into that, though, I'm gonna. Okay, so line trading is this game's main mode outside of the arcade. It's in the case. Yeah. Oh, they nice. Okay. I gotta stick with this other, okay. Okay. I feel like it wants me to do these first. Yeah, we'll do the autocross stuff first. If this is trying to be like a Gran Turismo, like license test, I feel like it would want to be do these first. Oh, that was it. Okay. Transfer you. Okay, so I actually didn't know that you could transfer your saves from regular Rally to Netlink Plus. That's honestly really cool. I really didn't know that. Oh. I guess we're doing this one again. We'll do it in the cockpit view. Oh, so we did better. Across 2. Save a rally, save an internal memory. Start for the first time. Oh. It shows you how much I go between them whenever I swap out my batteries. Ooh. Oh, yeah, I fucked it up. Okay, yeah. At least in doing these like type of events, it does feel kind of swimmy. Yeah, let's start that over. Yeah, fuck that up again. It may just because of, like, just this being a smaller circuit, but it does feel kind of weird. Yeah, I need to do a very thorough backup of my Saturn memory stuff. I just recently acquired some new ROMs to put on the or ISOs to put on the mode, mostly fan translations. And I've amassed enough to where I'm like, I should really make these like their own folder on the mode. So I got to do that this weekend. Screw that up. Yeah, that thing's nice. That's my daily driver for the Saturn. I'll take it. I guess I go. I've considered it too, just so I already have two 8-bit Do or 8-bit Do. I already have two Retro-bit wireless controllers. One of them is like I have it right here actually. This is the other one I have. It works pretty good, but I do really like the the Pro Controller. Right. I don't know if it was giving me like a time threshold to meet, unless that's what that 170 is. My driving emotion is a Type 4, if we're being honest. I feel like having a Gran Turismo type game on the list is be a good thing to get on there. I do want to get a Gran Turismo on here, but I haven't decided which one I want to go to yet because it will most likely end up being at the top of the current list. Yeah, I'm gonna try starting doing these on Friday evenings, and I want to also keep trying for Saturday streams as well. Last week I was just not feeling super hot, so I'm like, yeah, the Friday stream was enough. But I still want to plan to do both Friday and Saturdays. Take the racing games to the Friday streams. What's up with that line? All squiggly like. Other than that, I've been doing all right. You know, the music in this game is pretty great. Assault rigs. Do I have assault rigs? I don't know if I have that. Some of that stereo. I don't know if that's actually the song or set that up with a rock. Let's let it play out. Let's figure it out. See if it's gonna figure itself out. Nope. We're just gonna go. This one from Chase Cam. Oh, you can totally see like the car interior from behind the car. In chase cam, you can see the dashboard. That's a neat effect. I mean, for a really early PS2 game, like, this looks pretty nice. Very Gran Turismo-esque. Now that I'm like driving a bit like on a more normal tracks, like the handling, it does feel really touchy, and it's really easy to overcorrect. But it's like, it still feels totally manageable, but something does feel off about it. Like you definitely have to wrestle the car more in the turns, and like when you see it like visually, like it doesn't feel like it doesn't look as smooth going into turns as like it does when you're playing Gran Turismo games. And like that's gonna be like the main point of comparison when talking about this game is just GT, because that's like this game's main like inspiration, I guess. I don't know how you want to think of it. It was definitely chasing GT. This is the track we just unlocked. Like, it's difficult to be precise. Oh, wow. That is hell of a pedigree. And I get some depth of field going on in the background. That's kind of nice. Yeah, like it's you're kind of wrestling the car to make it go forward. Try hood cam. On VF Force Program Director. Dang. I saw that Cyber Commando came out on Arcade Archives. I had never heard of that game. I had no idea Cyber Sled got a sequel. But I need to look more into it. I saw that Mr. Do came out. Oh, we did everything. getting times on good times on autocross, but I'm not super worried about that. There's a lot of stuff to unlock. Do you not? I guess you just unlock in this. Miata, that's nice. Here, we'll do the Tiger type part. Early version where he's a snowman. I also had no idea that was a thing until someone brought it up on Bluesky. What is going on here? I mean, the car models, I can tell what kind of car they are, but these definitely look very early PS2, you know? You're kind of stuck on this screen for a while until the game decides to just move on. It's kind of annoying. Very 2000, yes. Very early PS2. Okay, so I guess primary progression is the arcade mode. Okay. BMW. On that. Was this one we just did? Full length Suzuki just unlocked. Okay. I'm wondering if it saved the times from in here from when I did the line test. It'd be kind of strange. Unless those were my times from last night, but I didn't save in the game. I don't know. I only played like 2, maybe 3 tracks. I like how the the taillights are literally just textures plastered on, like even more evident at higher resolutions like this. The cars just kind of look very flat. I'm not going to give it too much, like, I won't give it too much crap though, just because this is such an early PS2 game. You can see all the other problems. Like, I'm adjusting to the handling, but it's nothing I'd call, like, it's not bad, but it's also not, it's not that great either. It does feel very off. What's up, Wolf Sight? You're playing some driving emotion type S. I do like that the game is 60 FPS though. Should work out nice. Like, the game doesn't have like a crazy good sense of speed. It's fine. I've definitely played racing games with worse sense of speed. Yes. Like, at least the cars are grippy, but like, going into that turn, despite it, like, going very well, it didn't feel right. It's, like, it doesn't feel correct. Like, the cars shouldn't handle like this. Like, that one, I hit the brakes too late. You have a time limit to turn around. That's interesting. It's a good thing I had such a commanding lead. Turn 6 turn around, you will die. They will shoot you out of the cockpit on sight. Do I? Okay, I was gonna say, do I have to wait for the other racers to finish? But no. Okay, so I got a new car, but not a new track. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, we'll do this one. Oh, okay. Okay, so never played a game called Screamer. I'm familiar with Screamer, but I have not played it. I need to pick that up on PC. The old ones and the new one. The new one looks interesting. I'm less interested in the whole story part and more like I heard that it's a twin stick driving game like Inertial Drift, and I love Inertial Drift. Good there. Oh no. You're catching up, you're catching up. Oh. Let me stay ahead. Let me stay ahead. That worked. Yeah, those old Screamer games look great. I really want to play those old ones, and that new one looks pretty cool. Oh, what was that, that old, like, World Rally thing? It was like an old, like, Super Scalar-esque PC game from Team 17. I just bought that when you mentioned it a few days ago, or a few weeks ago, and it just happened to go on sale on GOG, and I picked it up. But I have not played it yet. New car, new course. World Rally Fever, yeah, I just picked that up. There. What's a Nissan? Our new track is Province Expert. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play that very soon at some point. It looks really neat. Be another one to add to the list. might be able to get it. You might get it. Never mind. We're not getting it. Start this one over. 332. Nice. It's been a while since I've tried to go for like any sort of driving record in Sega Rally. I'd always just... The only thing I was concerned about with Sega Rally was just like, I need to get to Lakeside. Just need to get first on Lakeside. It goes back to that arcade mentality of like, I'm more concerned with getting to play the game for as long as possible. So like, I want to get first so I can get my free game and keep playing, you know? There we go. Yeah, like as I like played more Sega Rally, like I knew exactly like, okay, if I get ninth on Desert, then I'm like, I'm in for a really good run, you know. Like positioning mattered to me more than trying to find best time, but I should actually go back and just play Sega Rally with time attack in mind. Each track got 4 divisional races. You like more tracks and cars as you do them. I don't know what the line test is all about. It seemed to have no impact on progression. It's just stuff for you to do. Like, it's just really difficult to get a good feel for the driving in this. It just doesn't feel right. You could get by, but like, it's not all that great. It's more than playable. It's It's not awful handling, but it's just, yeah, it just doesn't feel right. I mean, it handles more like a car than San Francisco Rush on PS1. I will give it that. Middle of the road feel. I don't know if I'd even call it middle of the road. Like, it just feels wrong. I don't know. I think it's a great game to have on the list as far as like how a realistic driving game or a driving sim with good intentions can kind of go wrong. This is a definitely lower half of the list type of game. As for where it ranks with our current list, we'll see when we get there. Got a Lexus. Very generic looking sedan. All right. Got the Miata. We haven't done that yet. Get highway experts also. We'll hit up all the Division 3 tracks. Then do a couple Division 2s. Then maybe a good time to rank it from there. We'll see. Location response. It's really touchy. Like, it's too touchy. It's really easy to overcorrect. That the cars feel swimmy. Like, you can easily, like, do, like, this on a straightaway. Trying to overcorrect. Like, I will say, I do like the chase cam view. Good view of the car, good view of the track. It does have that going for it. Good chase cam. And, you know, a good cockpit view, too, for the time. Definitely. So, the motions in the cockpit are not representative of how I'm controlling it. So, I'm going left, and when I'm... The game... It almost looks like he's counter-steering for me. Like I'm not turning left there. I was even, my thumb was off the stick. So I'm gonna turn left here, off the stick, and he just goes right on his own. So I feel like that's more representative of what's happening here. So I'm going left, and tapping left, and let it go, and he corrects to the right. I'm not doing that. Like, the game tries to correct your steering when you let off the stick. Like, it tries to recenter, the car tries to recenter itself. And in doing so, like, it's overcorrecting. So you have to flutter, like, the direction you're trying to get out of to straighten yourself properly getting out of a turn. It's very unintuitive. Some air there. And also, like, I should have fucked up that turn. But it's like, really easy to overcorrect, but like when you're breaking into a turn, it's also like incredibly forgiving. It's really strange. Again, Street Racer. Yeah, I get that on Saturn. I'm gonna stick with the chase game though. Like as impressive as the cockpit view is, it really throws me off. I did see there was another handling style, so we'll try that for the next race. See how different that is. That was bad. Doesn't feel bad. Visually, as an early PS2 game, it's fine. It's passable. It's 60 FPS, so it gets a pass in my book. I can tell what the car models are. They're fine. Ah, fuck. Whoa. God damn. Wouldn't stop spinning. I don't know, maybe the Miata eat the pick for this track. Yeah, we're gonna try a different car. I don't think the Miata is the pick here. Assist level, okay. We're gonna do one that we know we're good with. We'll do simulator. Let's give this a shot. How far back are you going for games to tank? Uh, I will say Outrun's better than this. we're gonna run into some pretty. So like we're gonna go pretty far back. Oh, this feels even more touchy. Christ. Jesus. Enduro on the 2600? Yeah, maybe. Yeah, probably. That'll probably end up on here. If we ever get around to 2600 games. If you can get me to play a 2600 game. I need to make a little... I need to figure out how to make like a little form thing where you can like suggest games for me to play. For both this and also for Saturn games you like to see me stream. I need to figure out how to do that. I'm gonna tell you right now, Sin is not good. This is way too touchy. Recovered pretty good from that. Like, I need to also take into account, like, a game as old as Outrun, you know? Like, when we think of it as driving games then, like, and driving games now, like, from 2D superscalers to, like, 3D games, like, handling styles for those types of for older racing games like Outrun are so fundamentally different from how racing games are today, you know? Some games like handle that particular style of car driving very well. Others in that style don't tend to hold up. Like, obviously, for a game like Outrun, there's a lot more. Goddamn, there's a lot more going for Outrun. Like, it's visual aesthetic, it's soundtrack, you know, stuff like that that elevate that experience. Man, sim style fucking sucks. God. We'll get a different track just so we don't have to hear that song for the 15th other time. Because there's a lot of factors that go into like how I'm going into ranking these games. Like last week we had like ray tracers and Wild Racing. Like, okay, going to this feels sluggish by comparison, but like I've just grown used to it. But like Wild Racing is a much more like feature heavy game. There's a lot more going on in that game. Handling is pretty alright. Ray Tracers, a much smaller, shorter game, very arcadey. But I just have way more fun driving and racing in that game than I do in Wild Wild Racing. And granted, I like Wild Wild Racing a lot. But if you put Ray Tracers and Wild Wild Racing in front of me and be like, choose one, I'm going to pick Ray Tracers. I'm like, yeah, I want to play that game right now. That's the better game here. Oh my god. Alright, through the first lap, yeah, might as well just reset again. Oh, they are making an outrun movie. Their cars just bounce off of other cars, off of walls. It's just... This is not great. It's like I went to the first few races feeling kind of optimistic. I'm like, okay, like I heard this game was pretty bad, and I'm getting used to it. And now the more that I'm playing it, the more I'm like trying to get used to it, the more I'm like not liking it. And that's a shame. Like, if this was your only PS2 game at launch and you dedicate a lot of time to it, you could get used to it, but... Man. Wild Wild Racing was also out at this point. Midnight Club was out. Smuggler's Run was out, you know? Granted, like... Midnight Club and Smuggler's Run are way different games, but going for different things. But I think you'll just have a much better time. If anything, this game is like a really fascinating time capsule for the first year of the PlayStation 2. And that's honestly really all it's good for. I do like the track designs, though. I don't know if I'm getting this one. Nope. That's it. That's fine, though. I think we're done with this game. So we'll progress to the next menu. Yep. All right. That is that's driving motion type S. How are we ranking this? I don't like how the chat looks. I didn't think about that. Shit. Chat box. There we go. There you go. Think that far ahead. Okay. Driving Emotion Type S. Early PS2 game. Not a good one. It's got a few things going for it, for sure. Like, I like the music. Visually, it's serviceable. It's got a nice selection of cars. I like the track designs. But the handling is just not good. It is not good. Really, really bad handling. Like, you could get used to it if you put time into it, but, like, it's just... It's so rough. Like, you're constant. It feels like you're constantly fighting the car from overcorrecting constantly. And when you choose the sim mode, that's just amplified to an insane degree. The cockpit view is nice, but the fact that you can actually visually see, like due to the cockpit, like trying to overcorrect or recorrect itself without any input from you is mind-boggling. It throws you off so hard because you're expecting it to control the way you want it to, but it feels like you feel like the car is trying to do inputs that you are not doing to correct itself. And I will say though, it handles more like a car than Rush on PS1. Rush on PS1, it's not a good driving game. It just doesn't feel like a driving game. Like the Rush PS1 has like no real nuance to it, you know? It feels like Rush on PS1 feels like no skills involved to properly drive a car. I feel like this goes between, if where the list is right there, right now, I'm thinking right here is the right spot. So, below middle of the road, but who knows, we still got some more racing games to do. So, we'll move on to our next game. I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. I'll be right back. Hold, please. On to our next game. I can't imagine me actually playing this game again, but we're just gonna say what we got. All right. No, we've only done PlayStation games. Let's do a Dreamcast game. Accidentally clicked Dolphin. My bad. I don't know what's up with this version of Dolphin, but it's super unresponsive. All right. Let's see here. I don't know if we want to get into showstoppers right away on this stream. Or maybe we do. Do we want to Let's see some Test Drive Le Mans. Do I have that on here actually? That would actually be a fun one because I have like 0 experience with Test Drive Le Mans. I actually don't. I need to add that on here. That would have been actually a great one to do. Because it'd be nice to have a game with that I have 0 experience with. But you know what I think we should do? I think we get this one out of the way. It just feels right. Oh, you can see it in the top left. Whoa. What is up with the audio? I'm gonna reset that. That is not correct. That was fucking spooky. What the fuck was that? Like it played the noise and then it didn't have the trail off the noise. It's doing it here. Let's see if it does in the menu. What the fuck's going on? This is the Sega Dreamcast version of Daytona USA, also called Daytona USA 2001. This is the version of Daytona USA that I personally grew up with. I had this on Dreamcast as a kid. I played the hell out of this game as a kid. Got really good at it as a kid. Why is the noise doing that? That's so fucking weird. It shouldn't do that. I've never heard it do that.
37 Speedway.
We're gonna get started on a
Race
just to get our sea legs in, and then we're gonna do a proper champ. We're gonna start a proper championship. Speaking of games with polarizing handling styles, a lot of people have some issues with the handling in this game, which is understandable. But I'm all right with this. I've adjusted the sensitivity to my liking. And I know the settings in there aren't the best. But so this is an Amusement Vision game that's also had some development help by Genki. And this is like the least Genki feeling driving game I think I've ever played. Like, I can like visually look at a Genki game and be like, oh, that's a fucking Genki racing game. They just all have a very similar look to them, you know? But this looks like, other than like some new visual takes on the cars and tracks, like this looks and feels like Daytona USA to me. And like playing this with a racing wheel, it feels just like the arcade game to me. But I mean, that may just be me. I don't know. But when I think of Daytona USA, I think of how this game handles and how it feels to play. And To me, that just feels correct. And like when I play Daytona in the arcade, like I take what I think of as like how the Hornet handles applied to that game, and that just feels correct to me. Had a bad fifth lap there, so I hit brakes on a turn that did not require braking.
You place second.
Yep. Toshihiro Nagoshi is all over this game.
D, J, L.
I don't know why the confirmed noise is getting cut off. That's so weird. Here, we'll do one more track. But I've always liked playing as the Falcon. Whereas the game calls it the Falcon.
Seaside Street Galaxy. Race start.
I've always liked this rendition of this song.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
This is probably my favorite rendition of this song in the whole series.
3, 2, 1, go! Underway. Checkpoint. Your time's extended. Checkpoint. Your time's extended. Watch your speed. Checkpoint. Your time's extended. Checkpoint. Your time's extended. Stay low in the turn. Checkpoint. Your time's extended. Stay low in the turn. Stay low in the turn. Watch your speed. Checkpoint.
That could have been better.
This is the final lap. Checkpoint.
We can get this turn here.
Your time's extended.
We're up too late. Could have gone worse though.
Your time's extended.
Checkpoint.
Your time's extended. Stay low in the turn. Stay low in the turn. Watch your speed.
Much better. Third's fine. With the full lyrics, yeah. Full lyrics are great.
You place third. D J F D J L.
Alright, let's do some championship mode. Oh, no, you just recommend to that. Alright. Alright.
Challengers Cup.
I remember this being so
7 speed
freakishly difficult.
Race start.
Stick with the Hornet, though.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines. Three, two, one, go!
Underway. Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
7 laps to go. Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
Well, if I can do it here, I'll show you one of my favorite things about this game. Catch this guy here.
Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
These are all straightaways. Fighting the turns. You can flip them up against the wall. I thought that was the funniest shit as a kid. I did it all the time.
Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
2 laps to go.
Now I can still fuck it up.
In the turn.
Checkpoint.
It's like with these games, like one,
In the final lap.
like fuck up once and then your race is done.
Stay low in the turn.
yes, we will play the mirrored version. Already got a good start.
National Park Speedway.
For the remaining tracks,
Hornet, Lightning,
will
Bowhead.
be the Falcon.
Race start. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
So, good luck.
3, 2, 1, go!
Underway.
I like this track a lot.
Checkpoint.
Stay low.
Whoa, shit.
Trying to go easy. Rear bumper.
I mean, it worked out fine. Oh, fuck.
Checkpoint.
It's a weird first lap.
Checkpoint.
5 laps to go.
Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
Oh,
Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
I mean, I didn't know it at the time, but playing this track now, I'm super bummed they got rid of the roller coaster
Checkpoint.
on that final turn. Would have been nice to see how that looked at a higher fidelity.
Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
Second on this one, that's fine.
Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
I feel like I should talk more about this game, but as I'm playing it, but I'm like,
Stay low in the turn.
it's hard to put into words when it's something that you've like, when you're trying to like talk about it objectively, but it's like, I played this game all the time. This is like one of my most played video games on the Dreamcast as a kid. Like this, the Sonic Adventures, Rush 2049,
Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
Soul Calibur. Shit. We're okay. I could have been a lot worse.
Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
You know what? We might be able to reach this guy.
Checkpoint.
This is the final lap.
Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
Damn.
Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
Yeah, we'll settle for second. That's fine. There's Circuit Edition. Like, it could just be because this is the version I grew up with, but to me, this feels like Daytona. Like, aesthetically, the bombastic nature of it all, the handling, this is just how I felt Daytona to be. And I realize that's definitely a bias going into this. But it's also my, I don't know.
Falcon.
I don't know. It's weird to have to contend with trying to look at this game objectively, but like I genuinely think it's a great game, you know?
Race start.
And like playing this with a racing wheel, like
Start your engine.
to me personally, this feels 1-to-1 with the arcade game. Like I think they did a admirable job
2, 1.
porting it. Like if you ever played the version of Daytona USA on PS3 360 and how they mapped those controls to an analog stick, like this feels like that to me. But I'm also probably an outlier and it thinks that way. But I adjusted to that super well because like going into how I went to that thinking like, okay, it plays like this. Like that's just how these games feel to me.
Checkpoint.
5 laps to go. Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
I should also point out that this track Rin Rin Rink is probably my favorite in the game.
Stay low in the turn.
Like I can like visualize me playing this in my parents' living room, family living room, on like a summer afternoon,
Checkpoint.
like 3 p.m., 3 to 4 p.m. The way that the sun came into that room, playing this on the big old Sony Trinitron we had, hearing this song. Like that's what nostalgia will do to you.
2 laps to go. Stay low in the turn.
I fucked up that turn real bad, but that's fine. We will recover.
Checkpoint.
It's gaining.
Checkpoint.
This is the final lap. Stay low in the turn.
Oh, fuck. Fuck!
Checkpoint.
If I get close enough, we might be fine. Damn. Damn. Yeah, I noticed that as a kid too. I'm like, yeah, the music that I could hear in like the sound test in the menus is so different from songs in the regular game. And like, it never occurred to me that that's just what the arcade music was. But yeah, I grew up with these remixes of these songs as like, this is what Daytona sounds like to me. This is my Daytona, you know?
Race start! Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
So, good luck.
3, 2, 1, go!
Fucked up the start. I wasn't paying attention.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn. Rear bumper.
Checkpoint.
2 laps to go.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
This is the final lap.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
Yeah, that's pretty rough. So I remember seeing the arcade one, like vividly seeing that arcade Daytona. But I remember my very first time ever playing it. I remember I would have been like 6. We were on vacation in Florida, and the hotel we were staying at was connected to the Pete Rose Ballpark Cafe, and it had a fucking awesome arcade. It had like Alpine Racer 2, Cyber Cycles, a bunch of other stuff, and it had like 4-player Daytona. But that was, and I had seen Daytona prior to that. Like my local arcade has Daytona, and like you can easily hear the music throughout the entire arcade. So like I was still familiar with it, but my first time playing it was actually at the Pete Rose Ballpark Cafe in Florida, and I was not good at it. Not good at it. But the Daytona game that resonated with me the most was seeing Daytona 2 for the first time. Also at age 6 or 7. And my first time seeing that was like the super deluxe Daytona 2 cabinet. And that game, I was like, fucking hell. Like, video games are awesome. Right, but video games are awesome. And so, like, I always really liked Daytona, like, from, like, a spectator's point of view as a kid. Because, like, I was never good at the first game. Loved the second game. But I remember seeing an EGM that this was coming out on Dreamcast, and I'm like, I need this. I want this game so bad. This will be my Daytona game. And I remember playing a demo of it at Circuit City, and the handling, I was like, this feels kind of weird. I don't know how I feel about this, but I still got it. And I just got used to it, grew accustomed to it, and the rest is history. And we still got first. Yeah, this is my Daytona.
Strong runners.
Oh, Circuit Pixie. And Mermaid Lake.
Circuit Pixie.
Christ.
Port Lightning. Race start.
Don't like the lightning, but it's got the highest top speed.
And
this is the track for it. And I wish I would have gotten to see a Galaxy Force 2 cabinet in person.
3, 2, 1, go!
Underway.
Checkpoint.
7 laps to go.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
5 laps to go.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
2 laps to go.
Checkpoint.
Like, break your concentration with this car, and you're just like, you're in the wall. First was your first Saturn game? Damn. I don't think I have that on Saturn. Got about a 60-point lead in the first race. Also don't like this track. This is probably my least favorite track of the game.
Race start.
I just think it's so boring.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Also, no one would realistically ever construct a racetrack like this.
2, 1, go!
Underway.
Like, it's not like fantasy in like the whole like fantastical like track designs. It's like it's a boring track that like it's nothing to be like it's nothing to get like excited about, but also as like a logistical track, it's just like no one would make a tunnel like this.
Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
And like, yeah, no one would make a track like the Daytona 2 amusement park track, but at least that track is fucking cool. It has a great layout because it really just mirrors it just mirrors Dinosaur Canyon, kinda.
Checkpoint.
But this is just a boring track in an otherwise exciting racing game.
Checkpoint.
And here's like one real turn that you have to worry about right here.
Checkpoint.
And that's it. Like, I don't like Circuit Pixie either, but I'll give you Circuit Pixie. It's a proper oval track and a stock car racing game. Like, you kind of need one of those. Like, 3.7 Speedway is really all you need, but like I get it.
Checkpoint.
This, of all the tracks in all the Daytona games, this is definitely the worst one.
Stay low in the turn.
I'm sure I could probably turn this into a video essay if I wanted to.
Checkpoint.
The music of the track is good though. That's really all it's got. And like, yeah, there's a lake, but like, you only get a tiny glimpse of it right there. And it just looks like a retention pond retention crater from like all the industry there, you know? It's a weird, weird track.
Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
Could have gone a lot worse.
2 laps to go.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
This is the final lap.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
Take those. Oh, so yeah, the song looped. Also, I mean, the song can loop in Rin Rin Rink as well, but in that case, you want to hear the song again.
Desert City.
I do like this Desert City music more than the
Grasshopper Vulcan.
Saturn one.
Race start. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
That Mermaid Lake's just too long of a track and too boring of a track.
So, good luck.
3, 2, 1, go!
We're underway.
Whoa!
Checkpoint.
Lots of crashes. So they definitely softened that hairpin there.
Checkpoint.
Looking good.
Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn. Rear bumper. Rear bumper.
That could have gotten worse.
Rear bumper. Stay low in the turn.
For the boost.
Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
We're looking good.
Checkpoint.
2 laps to go. Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
You're looking good.
Checkpoint.
This is the final lap. Stay low in the turn.
Nice. It's pretty flawless. Yeah, the chanting in the song definitely helps it.
Seaside Street Galaxy. Race start.
Stick with the Falcon.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your
That's what this game's doing to me. It's Falcon, but the way this game says Falcon.
So, good luck.
3,
Fuck.
2, 1, go!
Underway.
So look at that draw distance. See the skyscrapers from here. This is a great looking game.
Checkpoint.
Oof. Threaded that so good.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Also, what I never really noticed until now is just like how like perfectly curved the hills are. I noticed in like some racing games where like if you're changing altitudes, like going uphill or downhill, is like the way that they constructed the track polygon wise can be like some pretty abrupt like changes. And you notice it in the camera. You don't really notice it here. They smooth that out very well.
Stay low in the turn. Watch your speed.
It's just a incredibly well made game. The handling has its detractors.
This is
I
the final.
personally not one of them. It's just a phenomenal racing game.
Checkpoint. Checkpoint. Checkpoint.
Too wide. Oh. Rear bumper. Fuck. It's gonna screw me. Rest of the race. No!
Checkpoint.
Okay, we can recover. Yep, we'll be fine.
Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
Stay low in the turn.
Ooh, okay. Almost lost it there.
Stay low in the turn. Watch your speed.
Beautiful. I think that's a first place win on every track. Let's see how we did. Yeah, blew them out of the fucking water. me just see what the tracks are. Third or better in reverse. Okay, this is just the same 4 tracks from before.
37 Speedway.
But we are gonna back out of this. We cannot back out of this.
Grasshopper, Light Hornet.
We'll just quit. We'll start the race and quit.
Race start.
Because we have to do one. We got
Ladies
one more
and
game to do.
gentlemen, start your engines.
But we got to play the mirrored version of Seaside Street Galaxy. Gotta do that first.
Hornet. Light Grasshopper. Hornet.
There's a lot of secret cars in this game.
Circuit. National Desert. Seaside Street Galaxy.
Is it just mirrored or is it reverse mirror? What do you get that? Additional cars, hold down on the D-pad. We'll play both reverse or reverse. We'll do reverse mirror.
Seaside Street Galaxy. Seaside Street Galaxy.
Yeah, it turns out. There's a code for getting all the cars. Never mind. It's for the Saturn version. GameFAQs lied to me. It's showing all the codes for all of the versions of Daytona. I just want these are all Saturn codes. I just want the paid. Oh, show me the Dreamcast codes. Version. 2001. Yeah, even Sega Retros are like, oh, did you mean regular Daytona? No, I meant Daytona USA 2001. Cars. It also does a pretty bad job of archiving all this stuff. There are no pictures of any of the cars. We have to fix that. Do I have to be? Yes, thank you for the link. Yeah, we'll be the grasshopper. We'll take it easy.
Start. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engine.
They tell you about the secret cars, but there are no pictures of any of the secret cars on Sega Retro.
3, 2, 1, go!
When I was a kid, I always played it with the grasshopper. Just easier to control.
Stay low in the turn.
Had the worst speed, but
Checkpoint.
I played this car to get used to just how this game controlled. I feel like this is just a nice entry-level car. You get used to how Daytona feels.
Checkpoint.
Your time's extended.
Checkpoint.
Time's extended. This is the final lap. Watch your speed. Stay low in the turn. Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
Your time's extended. Stay low in the turn. Watch your speed.
Checkpoint.
Your time's extended. Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
Your time's extended.
Checkpoint.
Your time's extended. Watch your speed.
We're fine. We're okay.
Checkpoint.
Your time's extended.
Easy. Platform filter. Yeah, let's go back to that. New guest. Optimals. Here we go. Set first place records, single player mode on each track and on each variation for Rule of 9. That's strong fixation. I whack at Barchetta Super. I whack at Barchetta Super. You need the regular one for that. Unlock the net battle car. Accumulate 100 hours of game time to unlock it. Jesus. Coming first place in points on the final championship. Okay. Unlock the red cat. Simply win one race online. Well, oh well. Unlock the Pie Wacket Barchetta. You must simply finish 37 Speedway in any position in single race mode with all 4 original cars. And for the Pie Wacket Barchetta Super, select. We're going to buy Pie Wacket Barchetta and go to a simple track like 37 Speedway or Circuit Pixie. Reduce the number of laps to 2. When the race starts, turn around and complete the race in reverse. Oh, hey! GameFAQs lied to me. We got the Pie Wacket Barchetta. I mean, maybe you could get the Pie Wacket Barchetta if you do it the way GameFAQs did, but
J, D, J, L.
hey, we got it anyway. I guess we'll get the Super now. Might as well. We're here.
Grass Hornet Pie Wacket Barchetta.
Look at that guy. Look at the thing.
C.37 Speedway. Speedway. Race start! Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
Look at that guy.
3, 2, 1, go!
what if we actually don't finish? Oh, fuck.
You
We
place
didn't finish.
20th.
I have to complete the race. Fuck.
Three, two, one, go!
That's faster.
Check your position.
Checkpoint.
Okay.
Your time's extended.
Hopefully
This
this
is
will
the
be
final
enough.
lap. Check your position.
Hopefully this will be enough.
Almost out of time.
Oh yeah. We're good.
You place 20th.
Show me that super. Yeah. What a dumb way to get a car.
High whack at Barchetta. High whack at Barchetta Super. High whack at Barchetta
Nice.
Super.
This guy's got a lot more grip.
Great Dinosaur Canyon. Sea Desert City.
Oh.
National Park Speedway. Circuit Rin Rin Ring.
Do 2 laps at Rin Rin Ring.
Rin Rin Ring.
Race start. Ladies and gentlemen, start your engines.
So, good luck.
3, 2, 1, go!
Underway.
Feels bad.
Stay low in the turn.
Checkpoint.
Your time's extended.
Damn it. Come on.
Rear lock.
Trying to be a menace.
Checkpoint.
Your time's extended. This is the final lap. Stay low in the turn. Check your position. You're looking good.
Checkpoint.
Your time's extended.
Like, I feel like other than the Daytona name,
Check your position.
this would be a real easy game to just re-release. That motion cabinet? Yeah, I did see that. I've had some like mixed things with Championship USA. The first time I played the arcade version, like in an arcade version. The first time I played it in an arcade was a pretty bad time. And then when I saw it again at round 1 in Dayton, like it might as well have been a totally different experience. That game played so good. Sadly, that cabinet's no longer there. But I am interested in seeing that motion cabinet in person one day.
You place first.
I have my own issue. I have my own qualms, issues with Championship USA, but that'd be for another time. Anyway, Daytona USA 2001. Hell of a game. Hell of a game. If it weren't for Daytona 2 existing, some would say it's probably the best Daytona game. It's up there for me. But, you know, Daytona 2 is Daytona 2. Uh-oh. Oh, did it just go back to the main menu? Hold on. Let's turn on the sound test real quick. There we go. All right. I hope there's more cabinets out there for it. I would like to try it. Fucking hell, what an amazing racing game. It looks great. It plays as good as I'd want it to be. You know, it feels like Daytona 1 to me. I know people aren't going to agree, but that's just how Daytona feels to me. I think they nailed it pretty well. Like, what I learned from playing this game, I could take it to an original Daytona cabinet, and it just feels natural to me. But that's just me. That's just how I feel about this game. But yeah, it runs great. I've locked 60 the entire time pretty much, and didn't notice any frame drops. Some weird texture things are from the emulator. It doesn't do that in game. Visually looks outstanding. Like, it looks way better than Driving Emotion Type S. I'll give it that. This is a Dreamcast game. Great music. Really wonderful, like, newer, cleaned up versions of the tracks. The newer tracks are hit and miss. I like Rin Rin Rink, Circuit Pixies, whatever. Mermaid Lake sucks. But every other track in that game is great. Like, you got the default 3, which are classics. The 2 from Circuit Edition are great additions. Those are good tracks. Even if I'm, like, indifferent about Desert City because it's a desert track, but I think it's pretty good. And this version of the soundtrack is this is how I hear, when I think of Daytona, I think of this version of the songs. I think of this game. Daytona USA is the most important racing game, if not one of the most important video games ever made, for what it did for, like, prioritizing performance in 3D video games, for, like, running good and looking good, playing good, sounding good, and this just continues that. It nails fucking everything. Daytona USA 2001 for the Dreamcast is your new #1 racing game of all time. Who could have seen that come? There's a prototype of Daytona 2001 that did get dumped for, really? Do you know if there's anything different about it? I'd be interested to see what that looks like. It is almost 10 o'clock. I usually like to do 3 of these. Whoa. It's just mapping the A button to the left click. That's interesting. So we got 2 PS2 games. We have 2 PS1 games. I think we need 1 more Dreamcast game. We'll make this one quick. Just to show you the gamut of games that we'll be playing for this list. There's a video. Ooh, okay. Let me put that in another tab just so I don't lose it. Prototype trailer with unused soundtrack. Ooh. I'm just scrobbling through this, and I'm like, oh yeah, okay. That's what I like to see. All right. We'll stick with Dreamcast. I thought I had more Dreamcast games on here, but to give you an idea of just the types of games we'll be going through. This is a homebrew game. We're gonna skip that because the flashing is a bit too much. Rush Rally Reloaded. I don't know if I played this or not. I probably did like once, but I don't remember anything about it. Way too easy. Sure, we'll do a Grand Prix. But so I believe this is a top-down racing game. The Albatross looks like 037. I gotta do the 037. Animated cutscenes that are freaking the fuck out. But that's... I'm going to assume that's just the emulator. But, you know, it's a homebrew game. So we can skip those. These graphical glitches we won't count that against it. That's just the emulator. Okay, A is go. No engine noise, but music takes precedent over this. We haven't done a top-down racer yet, or an isometric racer, so this will be a good one to add. That's my horn. This and Wind and Water puzzle battles were like really homebrews that came around the same time. I remember Wind and Water coming out. The music just overblew my speakers in these headphones. So I have a GP2X F200, and one of the demos on that thing was Wind and Water puzzle battles. I didn't learn until like I learned like a few months after the fact that like I was like, what's up with this game? Like, it seems pretty well produced for a game for this Korean only handheld, and I learned that there was a Dreamcast version. I'm like, oh shit. And that it was like recently released at the time. I was like, whoa. That's when I learned that people were still making Dreamcast games. This feels pretty good, though. I say the handling for a top-down racer, this feels very forgiving, which is good, because it's so easy to get fucked over in a top-down racer. It does remind me a lot of GTA, actually. Yeah. Yeah, I remember liking that Wind and Water game, but I haven't played it since I was like in high school. By Pair of Brothers in Costa Rica. That's cool.
3, 2, 1, rush!
Whoa. I can fucking kill people in this. Ooh. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. Why are there people in the street? Oh, weird. It's like one of those, like... There's no map, it's just... It's like an infinitely looping track that, like, doesn't, like, properly reconnect in a full circle. It's weird.
Final lap.
I think we're winning this one. Let's try again. Come on, with Thrash Rally. Really, like, playing a racing game like this just opens up a bunch of other, like, top-down racers that I really like. Oh, fuck! Fuck! It really does say, are you man enough to try again? I did not notice that. Holy shit. I don't know, game, you tell me. Give me more continues.
3, 2, 1. Crash!
I don't know why I wanted to go left there. Oh, I fucking did it again!
Final lap.
Fuck! Oh my god. We're doing pretty decent too. Yeah, there's just a lot of track memorization. See if I'm my man enough to continue. Nope. Oh, you just put in your whole thing. Alright, so you can do some online leaderboard stuff. That's nice. I'm gonna stick with the albatross. I feel like better handling is what we need. And it handled fine, it's just the tracks I was trying to get used to. Just running over the fucking dude. It's so fucking weird.
Three, two, one, crash! Final lap.
All right. Try not to fuck this up.
Three, two, one, crash! Final lap.
Nice. Yeah, this feels pretty good. I like this. Track designs can be finicky, especially that third track. It feels like it could be easy to just get like
Three,
caught on like
two,
roadside hazards like that.
crash!
Got some nice lighting effects here. Looks sick. BD in there, gotta be careful. Fucked. Oh, that's a neat effect. Oh, was that ramp a shortcut? Oh yeah, alright. That turn right there just like sneaks up on me. Oh my god. Shit, dude. That's really annoying. Yeah, you could just get, if you just get caught on the sides of the track like that, it just hooks you in, and there's like, oh, you're fucking done.
1. Rush! Final lap.
I like the music too. Like, it runs smooth, it controls really well. The track designs can leave a lot to be desired in very specific instances. But I think the layouts are fine.
3, 2,
It's like the track side hazards. You just ruin your race. A lot of it just comes down to track memorization, but and that was the case with like top-down racers like this. Interesting.
final lap.
You got second. Does it count as a good finish? It counts. How many tracks are there? Also, is this released on anything else? Rush Rally Reloaded?
3, 2, 1, rush!
Whoa. Oh, that's lame. I could not see my car. Like, I think this has some fun track design ideas, but they're not conducive to a top-down racer. I guess. Getting stuck in that building is really annoying.
Final lap.
Steam version. Okay. All right. Last credit. And this will probably be, if we don't win this, I'll probably call it there.
3, 2, 1, rush!
Ah.
Final lap.
Nice. Do we know how many tracks are in this? Does the Steam page say?
3, 2, 1, rush!
Nice. 20 tracks. That's a good amount. On track 8 now. We'll try to go as long as we can,
One, rush!
but we'll probably get screwed over on the next city track.
Final lap.
Sniped it. Right at the end. We may have reached the end of our road with this track.
3, 2, 1, rush!
Oh, it's just a straight line. Fuck, dude.
Final lap.
Nice. Doesn't save it. I haven't seen an option to save, so I'm guessing it's just all one go. Oh, final. Shit. Maybe there's 2 Grand Prix.
3, 2,
Oh fuck.
rush!
It's quite a large pack. They're looking too hot.
Final lap.
We could hold on to third. We will take third. Goal reached. Imperfect. Nice. Even though I got first in most of the races, I end up a third. What the fuck? Oh God. Okay. Murdered by alien. Alright, multiple ending movies, okay. Yeah, at least we reached the end of a Grand Prix. We got challenge mode. See what these are all about.
Three, two, one, crash!
Oh,
Score.
okay. This is one of those.
2, 1, crash!
Like you want to try to outpace your opponent by trying to race off the screen.
Score.
Nice.
3, 2, 1, crash!
Ooh,
three,
that couldn't have come at a better time.
rush. You win.
Nice. Right after Skin had his protection cracked, that Bloom was finally cracked. Ah. So we got several challenge modes here. Okay, so I guess there's multiple opponents and they each have 5 challenges from the looks of it. Let's go to Destructo City. Let's take a look at some of these time trial tracks.
Three, two, one, rush.
What? Where am I going? What do you mean wrong way? Where am I going? I don't know where I should be driving. What do you mean? Am I missing something? There's like no direction of where to go. You just keep doing this. I don't know what that track layout is. See what this one's all about. There's a good amount of stuff to do in here, though.
Three, two, one, rush.
I guess this will just keep going, won't it? We'll finish this lap. Alright. It's a decent little game. It's fun. I think this is pretty all right. It's got, well, here, let's bring up the list. All right, Rush, Rally, Reloaded. Got a good amount of tracks. Some pretty fun handling. A good amount of, like, there's some challenge mode stuff there to do. Was there multiplayer? All right, no multiplayer. Oh, wait, unless there is multiplayer. And multiple different modes. That's nice. That's very nice, actually. We got a checklist of stuff. Told you what to do. It's, yeah, there's a good amount of challenges. There's a good amount of stuff to do in here, and it's all laid out. There's stuff to unlock. The tracks, different modes, different challenge modes to conquer, different endings depending on where you place. A good amount of stuff. Some of the tracks are a bit much for it being a top-down racer. Like some of those city tracks where you just get like locked up on terrain or stuck on terrain is incredibly annoying. The fact that you only get like 2 continues per Grand Prix can be frustrating, but we made it work. It looks like there's a whole other Grand Prix of stuff to unlock. It's with its own set of tracks. So, importantly though, it handles good. I like how it feels to drive. I like how the camera is to where it's like always positioned to where you see as much of the road as you can. And the handling itself, like track layout aside for some of the city tracks, it's pretty forgiving. Like even like when I was like screwed in a race, I managed to come back, with enough, track memorization. So yeah, I do like how this handles quite a bit, and it looks pretty all right. It runs at a steady clip. The graphics, like they're fine. They're appealing enough. I like the little headlight effect on the nighttime tracks. As far as 2D games go, like it definitely shows that this is a Dreamcast game, because I don't think you could get like a racing. I don't think you could get a 2D top-down racer to look as good as this on something like the Saturn, for instance. I don't think this would run as good on Saturn. So it does take advantage of its hardware, if you want to look at it that way. So where do we put it? I can tell you what it's better than, but so Rush Rally Reloaded is better than Rush on PS1. Now you get to Driving Emotion Type S, which is a much more complicated game. It's a full 3D racing game, realistic with real cars, some cool tracks, some visuals that are just fine. You can definitely tell it was a very early PS2 game. But Driving Emotion Type S has some rank handling. It's got some... They made some decisions with how that game handles that I don't know how they came across. I don't know how they came up with the Driving Emotion Type S handling style. Like, locked in a room with the devs, and they have no idea how a car should handle in other racing games. They're like, oh well, if the joysticks recentered, then it should recenter the car. Like thinking it like that makes sense, but in practice, it's not good. The game takes over handling and tries to recenter the car for you, and you see that with its cockpit view. The handling in Driving Emotion Type S is bad. Rush Rally Reloaded is better than Driving Emotion Type S. I think the biggest comparison that you can make is this game with Wild Racing, which weird to say since Wild Wild Racing is a fully 3D off-road racing game, but it's also like a rally type game if you want to look at it that way. Wild Wild Racing also has its weird handling characteristics. I kind of like how it handles, but the physics when it comes to like going off of jumps and some of the collisions can really fuck you over. That being said, I don't think they fuck you over as bad as Rush Rush Rally does. They both have a good amount of challenge modes, a good amount of racing to do. I do think the car selection Wild Wild Racing allows for a lot more varied types of handling. And I think Wild Wild Racing is a more interesting game. If it comes down to if you have Rush Rush Rally, Reloaded, and Wild Wild Racing in front of me, I think I would rather play Wild Wild Racing. Rush Rush Rally Reloaded is our new number 4. So there we have it. That touring car and driving emotion, that's going to be a fucking battle. That's going to be a fucking... Fisticuff's going to fucking come out for that. All right. Anyway. So yeah, that's our current ranking right now. 6 on the list. Added 3 more. At number 6, we have San Francisco Rush Extreme Racing for PS1. At number 5, Driving Emotion Type S for PS2. Number 4 is Rush Rush Rally Reloaded on Dreamcast. Number 3, your top 3 are Wild Wild Racing on the PS2, Ray Tracers on PS1 at number 2, and the number 1 best racing game of all time, racing driving game of all time, Daytona USA 2001 on Dreamcast. Or I'd like to call it just Daytona USA on Dreamcast. But this won't be the only Daytona game on here. So the 2001 moniker fits. Yeah, that's going to do it. Good amount of streaming game, good amount of games we got going. But that's going to do it for the stream. I want to stream tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. My throat is real fucking sore. Yeah, I'm feeling a cold coming on, and that's going to suck. But we'll see how I feel tomorrow. Also, tomorrow is the Super Cincy Expo. This snuck up on me. I completely forgot this was happening. I'm going to try to be there tomorrow afternoon at the Sharonville Convention Center. Play some games, see what's there. Hopefully buy some cool stuff. We'll see. But that's my number 1 priority tomorrow is going to that. And hopefully I'll be able to stream tomorrow night. But in case I don't, thank you all for watching this. We'll be back with more streaming racing games next week. And if I do see you tomorrow, then maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Have a good one. Take care.